Good morning, everybody. I hope you are all well. I am not particularly well. Well, I don't feel too bad, but I've definitely got a cold. I'm sneezing quite a bit. But anyway, I am here in Vientiane. I've been here for 2 nights actually. And yesterday I pretty much stayed at the hotel and tried to rest, catch up on sleep. But today I am moving on from Vientiane and I'm going to a very special place. Well, actually I'll get to the special place tomorrow. But I am going to Vieng Xay. Now, if you watched my previous video, I talked about that I had been to some places in Laos that were really suffering with tourist numbers after COVID, and this is one of those places. It's absolutely beautiful there. There's these amazing rock formations with caves and beautiful countryside, and the people were really, really lovely. But to get there is quite difficult, and that's why I think not so many tourists are going there, because it's so much easier to travel through Laos when you're travelling along this train line that I mentioned before. If I was to take a minibus there, I would first have to go to Pont Savan, which could be up to 12 hours, and then from there to take another minibus up to Sam Neua, which could be another 12 hours. The roads are not particularly good. You have to drive quite slowly, even though it's not that long a distance. And although I did do these journeys when I was here previously, I've decided that I am actually going to take a flight. Now, normally I wouldn't take a flight for such a short distance. I'm happy to do the buses, because also those journeys are really fun, right? You get to meet some amazing people, get to see the scenery. I mean, it's absolutely stunning when you're driving through these mountains. But I want to make a video about this place because I'm hoping that in the future people will see it and they'll decide that it's worth going to. And I don't want people to be put off by those terrible journeys. I say they're terrible, they're not really terrible, they're absolutely doable, but a lot of people wouldn't do them. I've been talking to people while I've been at the hotel and they just were like, oh my gosh, sounds like a nightmare. So if it's not your type of thing, it's possible to get a flight there. And today I'm gonna do it to show you how. So the first part of the trip is going to be from this hotel in Vientiane. I'm gonna walk to the Pathet Lao bus station. From there, I'm going to get a bus to the airport. From there, I'm going to get a plane to Sam Neua Airport. From there, I'm going to hopefully get a bus into Sam Neua town. I don't think I'll be able to get to Vieng Xay today, so I'll probably stay in Sam Neua tonight. And hopefully I'll be able to get a bus to Vieng Xay tomorrow morning. I'm just going to have some breakfast, then I'm going to get in the shower and pack my bag and then head off to that bus station. And my hotel has free breakfast. So they either give you a little sandwich, which is a bit like a cheese and ham toasty, I think it is, or maybe it's without cheese and ham. I've not had it. I've been having this lovely rice soup, which is quite like a porridge, and there's some meat inside as well. I also had quite a few beers last night, only a couple, but I met this really nice girl from England, and then there was this really nice girl from Austria, and we've been talking over the last couple of days, and yeah, I just joined them for a couple of drinks. Anyway, breakfast. Okay, I am on the road. I've just said goodbye to the girls. They're having breakfast, and it made me totally forget that I'm supposed to be filming this. So I have left the hotel, and very handily they have told me, the staff there, that there is a bus stop for the airport bus, which is really close by. So I'm going to go there. Oh, I wanted to go to the pharmacy, but it's closed. Oh well. Yeah, so I'm going to go to this bus stop, which is literally like 5 minutes away, I think, and that will save me walking 20 minutes to Pathet Lao, which is great. And I'm feeling a little bit better, actually. I'm excited to move on. Okay, there's a bus stop. Now, which way is the traffic going? Well, it looks like it's all one way. I'm going to cross now. Okay, so I guess I'll just sit here and wait for the bus. actually really cool. I'm just so glad that I took the tuk-tuk. It's really such a nice way to travel. It's great that the money is going to a local. Also good to get the bus for sure. And I am going to check out where you would get the bus if you arrived in Vientiane Airport. Right, an adult is 40,000 for this bus, and it looks like about every hour and 20 minutes. Well, yeah, actually, they're all a bit random times. But anyway, I filmed that so you can see it, and that would be handy if I ever flew back here. But yeah, I'm glad I took the tuk-tuk. But the bus looks fine. I've seen these green buses all over, and they're very nice. Oh, I should have said that the bus stop is right at the end of the airport. So you come out of the airport, turn right, and then the bus stop is right at the far end. It's not a big airport, so it won't take long to walk. Okay, now I want to check in for my flight. I'm super early, but I want to get a window seat if possible so that I can film outside. And yeah, then once I've done that, I'm going to check out this airport. Okay, that was super easy. I've got my boarding pass, and yeah, there's a massive queue for Sam Neua actually, so it's really popular, I guess, route. It is really hard to get to, so I understand why. Just gave over my passport, put my bag on the scales, they've put a little sticker on it. I hope that it will get there, and now I'm just going to have a quick look at the airport before I go up to the departure lobby. Okay, I'm going through to the security now, so I won't be able to film any of this. And see you on the other side. And I'm through. I've never taken a domestic flight anywhere in the world, so I didn't realise that the restrictions and things aren't quite as strict, I guess. Still went through the scanners, but all good. Okay, I've got quite a while to my flight, so I'm just going to sit here and chill, and I'm starting to feel pretty rubbish. My eyes are really sore. But anyway, I might get a little bit of sleep, maybe. Time to get on the plane! That propeller plane. Sabaydi. pilots, is that what they're called now? The cabin crew. They have been really sweet and very nice, welcoming. And the seats are pretty comfy. I mean, the flight is only 50 minutes. We're literally just going to go up and down again. Amazing that I've got a window seat. That's so cool. So happy about that. Ooh, I can see some luggage is being loaded on. Yeah, I paid £55 for this. I booked it through, well, I searched on Skyscanner and then I booked it through Trip. And it was £5 more expensive on Trip, but it did include the hold bag. So for £55, I mean, it would have been cheaper if I'd got the minibus, but not by that much, maybe like £10, £15 maximum, I think. So yeah, it's going to be nice getting there that quickly. And I didn't mention before, but the reason I don't normally do the flights is because I try to travel sustainably, but like I've mentioned before, if it means you get to go to this place and some money goes into this area, which is not that often visited anymore, then I think you're kind of allowed. Well, I'm allowing myself. Okay, let's see what this flight is like. Thank you, Wattay. Oh, it feels quite a little bit colder here than in Vientiane, but there are loads of clouds, and also it is in the mountains. But lovely, very fancy airport. So I was a little bit worried that I wouldn't have time to go to the toilet before the bus left. But actually you can just see straight through the windows. So the buses are behind me. You can see that green thing. I'm just waiting for the luggage to come out. Don't think it will be that long. And yeah, at least I know the bus is here. Got my luggage. Time to get on the bus.
Okay.
Okay, and we're off. The bus isn't full of people. There's still some spaces left, but there's definitely not much room for luggage. So the luggage is all in the aisle in the middle section. People are having to walk over it to get to the back of the bus. Hasn't asked for any money yet, so maybe it's when we get off. Just as we were leaving the airport, a guy has just jumped on the bus to take the money, and it is 60,000 kip. Very good deal because it's quite far away. I think it's at least 45 minutes drive. Okay, we're now back at the airport. We've done a little loop round, had a look at the car park. I think he's got some more luggage or some bigger items that people have maybe sent by plane that he's trying to put on top of the roof, and they're very heavy and they're struggling to push them up there, but they've got a rope, so hopefully on the move soon. Okay, I've just got off the bus and I am in the centre of Sam Neua and the sun's come out, and that's great because I feel really quite rubbish now. My ears are blocked and yeah, I just feel terrible, so I'm going to just try and find a guest house somewhere and yeah, get some food and then maybe get an early night. Oh, I've got to find out about the bus to Vieng Xay tomorrow. I've made it. Oh, I've got myself a room. I'll show you a little bit later. I saw a review and it looked good enough on Google Maps, really close to where I got dropped off. There was just an old lady in there and she obviously didn't speak any English. She was telling me something and I didn't really get it, so then I just started trying to call a telephone number that was written on the wall. That didn't work. I guess I can't make calls with my SIM card, my eSIM. So then I added the number to WhatsApp, gave a call, and then a young girl came running out. Also didn't speak English, but with my Google Translate app, it was all good, figured it out. And now I went and searched for food, and all the restaurants that I found on Google Maps that were close by were shut, or there was no one there. I said sabaidi, which is hello in Lao, if you didn't know. And there wasn't anyone there, so I just started walking further. And I've come across this very fancy coffee place. Got this massive coffee, which is so good. The coffee is amazing. And I've also ordered a chicken fried rice as well. I hope it's big because I am absolutely starving. The girl at the hotel told me that there is no bus. You need to get a taxi. It's 550,000. That is too much for me to pay. I mean, if I've got no choice, then I will have to pay it. I said I'd try and find some tourists that I could share the taxi with tomorrow, but I've just asked at the coffee place and she said that there is a bus that goes from Nathong Bus Station tomorrow, and she thinks it's about 10 o'clock, so maybe if I get there at 9 or something, I'll be all right. But we will see. This is going to be a bit of an adventure. Well, that's the whole fun of it, isn't it? Last time I came here, I was travelling with 3 other tourists on the same bus. We arrived at the bus station and the guy quoted us 600,000 for the taxi straight to Vieng Xay, and I didn't want to stay in Sam Neua, so I was quite like, yeah, okay, between the 4 of us, 150,000, that's okay, because it is about an hour. But yeah, for me on my own, like I say, if I've got no choice, then I'll do it. But I'd rather check out this bus option tomorrow, and so that I can pass on all that helpful information to you. Food. Good morning, everyone. I am not feeling too great, and I'm sorry I didn't film anything else yesterday. I just started feeling really bad. I'm still feeling very snotty this morning, but I do want to try and get to Vieng Xai today. So I've talked to anyone that I bumped into and started a conversation, then I would ask them about this bus, and there seems to be really conflicting reports. So this morning I am going to go to the Tourist Information Centre, which should open at 8, and ask them and hopefully get a definitive answer. Otherwise, I'm just going to try and go to this local bus station and hope for the best, and if not, I'll have to come back. But also I thought I'd give you a quick tour of my room because it's been great. It's had Wi-Fi, it's had hot water, although it's a small tank, so it does run out quite quickly, but enough to have a shower and wash your hair and stuff. But if there's 2 of you, then you might have to fight for it or wait for the hot water to come back. There's a nice bed. It's quite hard, but that is quite common in Laos. And even though it is not warm temperature outside, I felt warm enough, and I felt really warm at night, but maybe that's because I'm not very well. There's even a TV here, but obviously I haven't used that. It is pretty basic, but it does tick all the boxes, and it only costs 150,000 kip. Let's have a little tour. There's a nice big bed with very thick pillows, a duvet, a blanket, a little place to put your feet when you get out of bed. Some nice windows. There's actually a balcony outside of my room. A table and chair, a television even. Comes with 2 free bottles of water. There's 2 toothpastes and toothbrushes, 2 soaps and some tissues. There's a little rack to hang your coat. Some more hooks there to hang your stuff. And bathroom. There's that water tank, shower, sink, toilet, all good. Okay, so the tourist info centre isn't open just yet. It is only just approaching 8, and things are really quite on time here. So I'm going to go back to that uni place yesterday and grab a sandwich or a coffee. I'm not really feeling that hungry. I feel quite sick, to be honest, and I don't want to have a massive meal, so I think a toasted sandwich, which I saw on the menu yesterday, would go down a treat. Oh, that was super good. Very posh toasted sandwich. 82,000 that came to the coffee and the sandwich, and yeah, it was very nice. Right, I'm going to try and go to this tourist information centre. Hopefully it's open. Okay, some good news. The Tourist Information Centre didn't open until, well, it didn't really open, but I just started snooping around, and then some guys saw me, made a phone call, and some women's turned up. And through Google Translate and a couple of phone calls to people that speak English, I found out that there is a bus from Nathong that goes to, I think it's Sai Tai town, and they will drop me off in Vieng Xai. So I just need to get to this Nathong bus station, and the lady says she can get me a taxi. So I'm just going back to the hotel to grab my bags, and then yeah, we'll go back to get this taxi, and I just hope the taxi isn't really expensive to the bus station. But anyway, instead of 550,000 for the taxi all the way to Vieng Xai, it should definitely be cheaper. Yay! Okay, so an interesting turn of events. So I went back, I got my bags, checked out of the hotel, and then I went back to the tourist information and the lady there said that her brother could take me for a little bit of money, like 50,000, to the bus station. So I was like, great, yeah, brilliant. They were so helpful, so really nice that I can give them a bit of money. And so then I got in his car and we were driving here, and then about 100 meters from the bus station, they've closed the road. So he's had to drop me here. Now I'm going to go past this closed road and walk the remaining little bit. I think they've closed it because they're doing some work. There's a big digger there. But yeah, hopefully. Oh, keep your fingers crossed for me. I really hope I can get this bus. Otherwise I'll be walking back to town. Success! So I got to the bus station and I went up to the window. There's a very nice lady there and her English is really pretty good. And I said I wanted to go to Vieng Xay. It was 50,000. She showed me which bus I need to get. She told me it leaves at 10:30. I'm not sure if that's exactly correct or not, but definitely. Oh, okay. Okay. Cup chai. Yeah, 10:30 the bus will go, although I'm not sure if that's exactly correct. And I've got the ticket, and I've just gone and got a couple of drinks because, yeah, I need to keep drinking. Now I've got about an hour to wait until the bus goes, and there was a lady that came over and was just looking at me and smiling. She had a little child on the back of her, on her back, and when I went to go and get the drinks and came back, she asked me for some money. Now this is something that I struggle with because I've met a lot of Lao people which say don't give money to beggars because it just teaches them that they can live like that, and it teaches the children also to live like that. But I think I take it case by case, and she seemed really nice, very sweet, and you know what, I gave her 15,000. I mean, it's nothing, is it? It's less than $1. But she's just come over. That's who I was talking to then. She's just come over to show what she bought. She bought some oranges, some apples, and some little sweets for the little girl. So 50,000 for the taxi to Nathong, 50,000 for the bus to Vieng Xay. Happy days! I get there for 100,000 instead of 550,000. Woo! I think I'm gonna make it. So the bus that I need to get is actually going to Sam Neua, and it's either going to stop off on the road and then I walk into Vieng Xay, or it will actually go into Vieng Xay. I'm not sure. Either way, it's only like 2 kilometres max to walk from the main road to Vieng Xay, so that is easily done. I'm on the bus, the party bus. dropped at the side of the road and now I'm going to walk down into Vieng Xai. But that was a great bus journey. Oh, what's the time? It's 11:37. I think it's about an hour. I think we left a little bit late, but not too much late. So great. Right, let's walk to Vieng Xai. Hello! And I have made it to my guest house. Whew. I think I'm going to leave the video there, but hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one when hopefully I won't have so much of a cold. Bye.